Thank you, Larry. Brandon Gaudin, along with Charles Davis here in the booth. We are set for a spectacular draft champions matchup and some spectacular talent on your screen right now. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get down to the field for kickoff. Two teams here amped and ready for football, and off we go in week 2 of Draft Champions. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
I can't help but smile, not because I'm rooting for any team in particular, but to see the special teams set up their team in such a big way, you just know that helps the interaction between all phases of a football team.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Shift together here from the D-line.
3, 3, 3, 3.
Now a first carry here for Shane Vereen. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he's a big factor in a run game. No gain.
Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Ready? Move, 45.
On first down, Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But that's the type of pass play that you need to wait for routes to develop. You need a little time in the pocket, but that's hard to do when you got people in your face.
Ready?
Back to the air, Smith on second down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's not just the offensive linemen and the guys charged with protecting him that take it personally. When the franchise quarterback is dropped on the ground, it runs through the whole organization from the owner all the way down.
It's like every single time he goes down, everyone holds their breath.
Not only do they hold their breath, but they feel...
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lardarius Webb. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Ryan. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Ryan to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Out now the Chiefs' offensive unit ready to do battle again. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. After the interception, here's Smith. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol.
Ready!
On first down, it's Smith. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of the difference between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? That's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Smith. And that's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up a 4th down.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you could see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
Hey, Sal! Ready, Blue 80! Hey, let's go!
They go back to the air here after the INT. And now he'll let... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Ready, go!
They go play action here on 1st down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Antonio Brown, 46 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. And
all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, 72 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8.
Ready. Back 25. 54, Sam.
Running with Howard. And an alley to run. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's
That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
It's a gain of 24 that time. Good enough for a Kansas City first down. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side.
Hey, move 45. Move 45.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jarvis Landry, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increase their lead.
And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. Room here to run. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe it's something they can build on as this game continues.
They go with Howard again. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets them a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They come out here in the eye. On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner, but where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
A big pickup there on the run, 38 yards.
You know what's really hard for a big-time running back? It's patience. Being able to hang in there when the runs aren't there, when you're taking some hits early in the game. But this drive, oh, he's come alive, and in a big way. Now he's starting to gallop.
Time to step aside. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. They come up with an offset eye. They pitch out to Howard. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
And the good thing about the top-notch safeties, they can play from deep coverage or they can play close to the line of scrimmage, and the end result is often the same, a big-time play for their defensive team. And that's exactly what we just saw.
Now Ryan. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third.
And look at this. It's a fake. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now here comes Kansas City. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead.
He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there just before halftime. 81 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now a play fake. He's under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Willie Young from his outside linebacker spot. He gets him down here for a loss of 4. On second down, here's Smith. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. The final shot here before break. Smith. This is caught. Gronkowski. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25. to the 26-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're
is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.